I'm doing a little more prep for this tournament. And this is kind of the spot I think I'm going to start. Or up out in here. Fished this at low tide the other day. Looked totally different. You know, like all the oyster bars that I was fishing are completely covered right now. So it's kind of wild. I mean, this is a part of the inshore game that just still baffles me. But it doesn't baffle me, but it's just so funny to me how the water can change so much. What I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a top water and see if I can get a few trout maybe to come up and bite. And we will see what happens. Alright, so what I'm going to do is right out in front of me, it's the Intercoastal Waterway. And the current is kind of flowing in from here right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just use that to my advantage. I paddled up here against the current, figured I would drift this a little bit. I throw a couple casts over here at the mouth of it and then just drift down this channel. Then I'm going to cut back and fish another channel right over there. But kind of have to think there's got to be some trout running through here. I don't know, it's just like a funnel right here. It may not come up, but there has to be something. So what I did was I tied on a KVD caffeine shad on an 1/8 ounce red jig head, and just kind of have to think one of these is going to get hit. I've also got the Miro mullet, or this, Miro mullet that I'm throwing now, and I have a Miradine, and I have a Voodoo mullet. So if you notice the theme, I think they're going to be on mullet. There's a lot of them around here. I've been catching some on shrimp, Voodoo shrimp, but I don't know, wanted to throw some different things at them. Probably here in a little while I'm going to try to go ahead and, as this tide falls out of here on my way back in, I'm going to catch a few mullet. There's a little sandy point that I feel like there should be some mullet on, where I can kind of park and wait a little bit. Don't have to worry about throwing my net out of the kayak and falling, which I've done before. So just decided I'm going to try to do that, just to mix it up a little. I haven't been throwing live bait much lately. And I think in this tournament, here's the thing I'm really thinking about for this tournament. So you can catch 2 redfish up to 27 inches. That's 54 inches you can get. 6 trout, 1 over 20. So let's say you average 19. Whoa, goodness, that was bad. Let's just say you average 19 inches. Right, that gives you about, I don't know, 114 inches of trout, and 10 flounder, 12 inches minimum. So let's say you get 10, 12-inch flounder, that's 120 inches. And right now, or at least what has been lately, is the most difficult fish to catch inshore has been flounder. So I think that's going to be kind of the key. What I feel like this area and where I usually fish will produce a couple of nice reds. I mean, I feel like I can get, 45 to 50 inches of redfish, that 23 to 25 inchers. I think I can get a couple of those. So I'm going to do that. Low tide's going to be midday, so I'll be heading back into the creek with some live bait at a couple of spots where I just feel like they'll be. But my goal is to come out here and try to catch some trout, and then as the tide starts to fall, I'm going to throw some mud minnows out around a lot of these oyster bars. May pick up a red or two, hoping I can pick up a few flounder. I think, I kind of feel like that's going to be the real key to the tournament. I think whoever wins it is going to be the person, that catches their limit of trout, catches their limit of reds, and gets the most flounder. That's going to be the key. So we'll see. My bet, is on. I feel like if I can get, let's just say I get 6 trout that average 15 inches and 2 nice reds, that give me about 50 inches worth, or 45. I'm in the 130 range, 135, 140, range of length. That's more than respectable. I think this is my Alberto knot hanging up here. I'm getting a wind knot or something's going on. But that's kind of been my thought process for this tournament. We'll see. We will see how well it actually plays out in practice. But those are kind of my thoughts.
I know you probably can't hear this well, but this looks so good for topwater through here. And all these grass lines, I'm going to just explore them for a little while. See if I can get something to come up. Toward these oyster bars over here. I know all these grass beds here are oyster bars. I know that. I remember that. That's why I decided to come out here and fish around them. Something came up at it. That's better. There we go. Ah. Dang it. Came out and drilled it. There's some few trout right there. Good to see. That looks like a decent one too. Probably a small keeper. Caught a little 13-inch trout a few minutes ago. It's actually on a bad cast too. Well, that's what was funny about it. My cast wasn't great, and I ended up pulled it off a little isolated grass patch, which was an oyster bar. I literally just started to move the mullet. Really hadn't even started working it yet, and bang, I did it. It actually hooked up. These are the smallest fish I've had a bite on, I'm pretty convinced. I'm convinced these other ones were better fish. They just made a lot of noise and blew it up. Didn't actually do anything. This guy was actually serious about growing up. This little spot right here, there's a lot of oyster bars. The tide's starting to get moving, going out. I feel like I'm going to have some action right through here. There's a cut right across the way there that I want to go hit too. Looked really good the other day. Man, there was no water in it. Straight across that way. About 9 o'clock, a little after 9:04. I'm still able to throw this topwater. We don't have any wind, which is good and bad because the bugs suck. but it's also good because it had the wind, no wind and some clouds, which gives me confidence I can throw the top water a little while longer. Had the sun peek through just a little bit, but not much. Throw several baits in this area and just see if I can get something. I actually got a bite through here last week, or early in the week. I remembered I wanted to come back and hit it at a different tide and see what was around. Like I said, man, it's just, the current is kind of coming at me. So you would think this would be a good funnel point for some fish to come through. Yep. Didn't want to come up, but that would be a keeper, I think. And close. I want to be close. Settle. Felt like there should be some trout. Oh, come on. Definitely felt like there should be some trout right here. Just no. No, actually he would probably just make it. I'd take a picture of him, let the judges figure it out. Oh, come on. Really? You missed it. Three blow-ups on the Nero mullet. No hook. That was a pretty good fish. That look, I think that may have been a red.
Alright, so I've had several blow-ups now on the mirror mullet. Just had a pretty good fish blow up on it right along this bank, this grass line that I'm about to run into. Pretty good fish, whatever it was. I think it may have been a red, judging by the splash size. Followed up behind with a swimming mullet, or the voodoo mullet. No dice. So far, 3 good solid blow-ups on this mirror mullet. Not quite getting it. Cast across that point. I can't remember exactly where, but there was an oyster bar, some kind of a bar over this way the other day that I really liked. It may have been over to my right a little more. But I remember when I was paddling around the other day, I saw these little channels in through here, and that's where I kind of felt like the trout might stack. I may be wrong, but it just seems like, you know, these are perfect little funnel areas for the bait to come through in and out, and these trout and redfish should stack up in here somewhere. You just have to believe at some point during this falling tide that's where they're going to be. Yeah, because this one right here leads directly out to the intercoastal. So these fish can come in here, feed, and retreat if they want, back to deeper, safer, warmer water, whatever they want to do. You just got to think that they would be here. There's one. Ah, dadgummit. Again. So they're coming up and hitting it, but they're just not taking it all the way. Let's see if I can follow up right. Yep, there it is. Alright, that would be a keeper. Come in here. Oh yeah. Nice one. Settle down, dude. Settle. He's grunting at me. Not happy. Not happy. Yeah, it was probably in that 15, 16 inch range. Knew there had to be something right on that spot there. It just looked way too good. Looked way too good. Oh, settle down. You'll be all right. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go. Not keeping you today. You're gonna live another day. Stop. Goodness. Chill out. Yeah, that one's right at 16 inches, so that would be pretty awesome. There we go. Whoa. 16-inch trout. Just grunting away at me. So yeah, that was a little bass fishing trick. You miss one, follow up with soft plastic right behind. Yeah, but it's funny about this tournament. I'm gonna fish it like I'm gonna win. That's what I'm going after. Here's the reality. Is a lot of these guys I'm up against, they put a lot more time on the water. You know, they've lived in this area a lot longer than I have. They have a lot more experience. So my chances of winning probably aren't that good. But I'm gonna fish like I'm gonna win. That's what I'm gunning for. I'm gonna put some work in here and try to find a way, you know. So I mean, heck, if not, you know, why am I doing it if not, you know? Well, it's to have fun. Yeah, I've run half marathons, and I know I'm not going to win. But, you know, you're competing against yourself. I mean, that's just part of it, right? You want to prove to yourself that, you know, you can do things, right? So, I'll try to prove to myself that I can do some things against these guys that have been around for a while in the inshore game. Maybe I can beat some of them. Probably not going to beat a lot of them. That's okay. It's just the thrill of competition. I'm probably going to meet some new folks, get a good captain's bag, get some good food. And it's a good deal. There'll be one on this bar right here. Should be one right there. Hard to believe.
Caught a red on a voodoo mullet. Ooh, nice one. Nice one. Actually got bit before. Yeah, that was the bar. First fish on the voodoo mullet. Hailed it. And it's coming off.
Alright. Just caught a nice, hope that guy knows what he's doing. Just caught a nice red. He's not. I don't think he's happy that we're here. Huh? This is my second pass through here, man. Nice fish there. Yeah, right in that 23 to 24 inch range. Nice one. Boy on the flats boat ain't happy that we're sitting here. It's kind of funny. He's been cussing the whole time. Which tells me he's probably been here before. He knows there's fish here. Something tells me he's been here before. was one again. Saw that big swirl. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Staying out, I'm not. Oh, that's a good fish there. That's a better fish even. Oh, good God. Dude. Grief. That's a good fish right here. Either that or he's just pissed. Oh, man. I knew there was another one around there. Gosh. He doesn't look as big as the last one. He's fighting a lot harder. This one's feisty. He may be as big. Too close. Come on. Come on and join the party. I don't think this one's quite as big, maybe 22. 21 or 22 is my guess right here. Let's take this out. Time I try to hook him. Come on. There we go. Got him. So he just kind of swirled and missed it. Still got it. This one's about 22. 22, a little bigger than 22. Nice fish. There goes, there's a red 22 incher. Get ready to let go. Oh, don't turn over. There you go. Good. Alright. So if I was in the tournament right now, I'd be hunting something other than reds. I'd be going looking for trout. So about 10-15, have my limit of reds, a couple of trout in the boat. Honestly, I feel like would have had more trout in the boat if the water was just a little warmer. Just given the way they hit that top water, I think they would have hit it better, a little warmer water. Very cool. Alright. So, as you can tell, there's a little extra noise in the video right now. Because I've actually caught a few mullet. Got nice and dirty doing so. But decided I'd throw a little live bait. I got a couple spots I want to try to hit. And a little update on where I caught those reds. The guy that got all mad, he happened to be fishing in a tournament today. He really wanted to fish that area where I was in. So I let him have it. And he busted out of there probably about, I don't know, I sat and talked to him for a good while. And I watched him bust out of there probably, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes after I left, and then I started hunting bait. So I got a couple mullet out on jig heads right now. This is supposed to be a little deeper area right here, so I'm going to give this a try for a few minutes. See what happens. Got one out on a 1/4 ounce jig, one on an 1/8. That one's getting messed with, or he's getting excited, one of the two. Still need to try to find a trout hole. Or a flounder hole, either one. I don't think there's a lot of flounder in right now, though. That's what I was talking to him about. Know one thing, there's a lot of bugs out here with no wind. Suck. Alright. I was sitting here trying to get some lunch. Got a mullet on. 4 ounce jig head. Something decided it wanted lunch too. Give me another red. Like a decent one too. I'll get to go on a little sleigh ride. Yep. Very nice. Oh, body. Pretty fish right here, man. Woo. Baby. Come on, Philip. Come on in. Man, this fish is pretty. Woo. Cookie cutter from what I had earlier. Dang it. Well, come on, buddy. Come on, give up. I know. Oh, I feel so retarded trying to land that. Oh, there we go. Very cool. Said I was just sitting here trying to eat a few nuts and trail mix. This guy decided he wanted lunch too. Got a picture. Anyway, is that guy? Goodness, dude. 20 and a half. Should go about 2. Felt pretty bad, man. Very cool. It's kind of one of my spots. I know there's usually a few redfish that cruise through here. Another red on here. Smaller one, but still a nice one. So I'd start to swim away with the mullet. It's feisty though. Definitely feisty. I've seen a couple of reds like come up right here. Some that look pretty broad. I decided to throw right here. Probably would be a slot or lower slot. Alright, so it's a really good day today, at least for me. Caught 5 slot reds, anywhere between about 19 inches and 23, so that's good. Really pleased with that. Caught 3 trout, 2 keepers, missed 3 other bites, all on top water. Kind of feel like when the water warms up, I'll have a better shot at those. So I'm pretty excited about this tournament. I think I've got some options here. I know some other places if those don't work out where I was at this morning. So hopefully I can put enough fish together to do something, you know, and kind of compete. So that's what I'm really after. But not a bad day today. Enjoyed it.